Hi, it's Gordon again. I'm back with the second video in this range of videos called Wake Up, Wake Up. Wake up to the food that you're eating. Now, in the last video I was kind of telling you all of the bad stuff. Okay? In this video I'd like to tell you all of the good stuff, and what I mean by good stuff is I want to tell you about what I believe is a great way of eating, a way that will make you healthy instead of ill, a way that will make you slim instead of overweight, and a way that will help you to liberate the energy in your body. Okay? So what am I talking about? Well, I already said in the last video that the food companies don't give a shit about us. So we have to give a shit about us. And we can't continue to trust that they are going to feed us good food. Don't trust it anymore. So what have you got to do? Well, we're going to look at it from various angles. All I'm going to do is to give you my opinion, okay? It's not necessarily the truth. There are many, many ways of getting yourself into good health, but I'm going to tell you what I've done, okay? And then you can take that and then you can use it or you can dismiss it. You can do what you like with it. But what I'm aiming to do is to show you that there is a way that you can take control of you and your body. This is your body. Take control of it. Right. So where do we start? Well, I'm going to give you some working tips. Things that you should do and perhaps things you shouldn't do. Now this might seem obvious, but basically, buy good food. Now what do I mean by good food? Good food is food that has not been tampered with in a process. Now to do that, it's not easy. What are we talking about? Food from base ingredients. Okay? So your base vegetables and everything that you cook, rather than buying it in a sauce, rather than buying it ready to go into the microwave, etc. You cook it. You cook it like we used to. But what does that mean? That means more time, doesn't it? That means more time, and we're very busy these days, and I understand that. And this is one of the problems. When fast food first came out, it was hailed as the most wonderful thing ever, because we were moving into a busy part of our existence. Everybody busy, 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 no time, no time, no time. Well, we're paying the price now, and it's time to slow down. Now that might mean that to cook everything from base, you need to let something go. My suggestion, let a few hours of the television go. It's doing nothing for you. I've talked about the television in other videos. And start cooking from base. Now, what does that mean? It means cooking good food from base. If I was going to give you some advice, I'm going to. So there. Buy organic food. Now, you'll notice as you go around the supermarkets that organic food is more expensive. Of course it is. For lots and lots of different reasons. One is that they just haven't got the volume. They don't produce the volume that other food suppliers do. The other thing is that the crops are not as abundant. Why? Because they're not smeared in chemicals, in fertilizer, in herbicides. They're not modified. They're just as nature intended. So expect to pay more for organic food, but I'm telling you that the difference in terms of what it's going to do to your body is immense. You are worth it. You really are worth it. Cynthia and I, that's my wife, we spend maybe, I don't know, £30 a week, maybe $40, $45 a week extra buying organic. We believe that we are worth it, and so we do that. And that's what I recommend to you. Okay? If you do have to buy non-organic food, check the labels. Make sure, remember the system, if you can't get it out of your mouth, don't put it into your mouth. If you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. It must be bad for you. And there's just a new bit of information that's come out showing that over half of the additional ingredients, these additives, have never been tested and they've never been approved. God knows what it is that they're putting in there. He does, and many other people probably, they know what they're putting in. So look, go for organic, cook from base materials. Right, avoid white. If it's white, it's not right. What do I mean? White flour, white rice, white pasta. Okay, we all think pasta's healthy. Oh yes, pasta's very nice. Rice, healthy. Not white rice and not white pasta. And nor is white bread healthy. Why? Because it is not natural. It's not in its natural state. Do you know what colour wheat is? Normally, it's brown. Okay? It has wheat germ in it, it has bits in it, it's brown. So what do they have to do to make it white? They have to bleach it. They have to put it through a process. By the time that you get that food that has been bleached and processed, there's very little food content in it. So you're eating calories, but there's no value in it. Does that make sense? Rice, buy organic brown rice. Organic brown rice still has all of the niceness in it. It has fibre in it, which is fantastic for your intestines and your colon. And it also is natural. It's in its natural state. If you're going to eat pasta, you can get organic brown pasta. That's fantastic. At least you're getting the fibre. At least it hasn't been bleached. And at least there are products that haven't been touched by chemicals. Bread. Don't eat white bread. White bread is shit. White bread is shit. Okay, it's just pure sugar. It gives you a mega sugar hit. Massive. So don't eat it. Eat brown bread. Even better, buy a bread machine and make your bread at home. Fantastic. So they're very basic ideas. Organic food, cook your food from base. It means you've got to plan a little bit and you've got to spend some time. But I guarantee you will love the food that you prepare. It will suddenly take on a beautiful taste. A taste of natural. A taste of the old days. Avoid white. If it's white, it's not right. White sugar. White sugar. Look, sugar's not that good. But avoid the white sugar. Because sugar's brown, naturally. So they've got to bleach the sugar to make it white. Pure white, like cocaine. The process for sugar and cocaine is very similar. Okay. Now, other things. If you really want to be healthy, there's something that you must do to maintain that health. You can check everything I tell you. Please check on Google, go on there and find out. Don't believe me, okay? Because I'm just giving you my opinion. And there's an expression, there's more than one way of killing a cat than stuffing it with cream. Or something like that. There's an expression like that. Okay, there are more than one way to get to health. I'm just giving you some options. If you really, really want to get healthy, what you have to do is to maintain the balance, the pH balance in your body toward alkaline. Okay, you know we have acidic and alkaline. Acid and alkaline. So, what happens is if your body is leaning toward acid, and let me tell you that the processed food, high sugar content food is very, very acidic. It causes an acid pH in our bodies. If we want our body to lean toward alkaline, we've got to do certain things. If your body's acidic, disease can spread. This has been proven over and over and over again. Acidic bodies have disease. Okay, if your body's very acidic, you're more susceptible to all the major diseases. Cancer thrives in acid, and it also thrives in a non-oxygenated body. I'm going to come to that in a moment. Okay, so if you can keep your body alkaline, you will be very healthy. You'll feel great. Obviously, the pH difference is very small. We're not talking about a massive thing. The best way that I know of making your body alkaline is this. Is you go onto eBay or Amazon or anywhere on the net and you buy yourself a juicer. A juicer, okay? Now these aren't expensive machines anymore. We buy a juicer, our juicer costs £40. So what's that, $55, $60, I don't know. It's not expensive. And what it does is this. It takes all of your veg and your fruit, but veg as well, it's very important. This is not it's not a juicer just for fruit. It takes that and it distills, it takes the very, very essence of that fruit and vegetables, and it puts it into a concentrated form for you. Now I'll tell you something. If you buy a juicer and you start to juice your vegetables, carrots, cucumber, tomatoes, ginger, oranges, apples, pears, anything, okay, and you juice that, when you taste the juice, it will taste nothing like any juice that you've ever had before. Any juice that you buy from the supermarket, when you drink it, does not taste like the juice that comes out of a juicer. Why? Because the juice that comes out of a juicer has had the tiniest bit of process, which is you pushing it down the tube. The juice that comes from the supermarket has had a process. Doesn't matter whatever type of juice it is, it's been manipulated. They even put flavouring into juice to make sure that it's the same flavour every time. It isn't the case when you're juicing. What are the benefits of juicing? Well, they're just never ending. Go onto YouTube and look at the people who've been juicing. Some people just juice for 60 days. People who were overweight, and in 60 days of the juice, and at the end of 60 days, they are like that. Or the end of 3 months even. Not only that, but their bodies are in perfect balance. The pH is just right, and they are very, very healthy. I'll tell you that if you really, really want to get healthy, if you're ill, as you're watching me, if you feel ill, if things aren't working right, if you're not purging the way that you should purge, if you feel ill, if you have migraines, if you anything, I tell you that if you juice for a month, they will go away. Why? Because it's just like injecting pure distilled nature into you. All of nature's energy when you juice. Now, let me tell you, when you go onto YouTube, they say just juice, just juice. Now that's great. If you can, fantastic. And if you need to, you know, if you're overweight and you really, really want to lose weight, that's the way to do it. When I juiced, and I'm juicing now, but I don't mean literally in the seat, I'm not juicing, okay? I do juice every day. But what I did was, I did a kind of a juicing fast, I think it's called. I did that for 15 days. But what I did, because I didn't want to lose a massive amount of weight, I ate raw nuts, raw cashews, raw Brazils, raw peanuts, not salted, not processed, just raw, organic, and organic sultanas. And I would complement my juicing with that. And that was, the first 2 days were very difficult, and I had some big headaches and withdrawal. I had withdrawal from all of the food that I would normally eat. But on the third day, wow, I felt absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. So, if you really, really want to get yourself healthy, start juicing. Just 1 glass a day. In 1 glass of juice, it's like a week's worth of veg that you would normally eat. It's a week's worth of salad. Just in 1 glass. Imagine doing that every day. It's fantastic. It will change your life. But don't take my word for it. Go and look at the people who've done it. Look at what they say. Listen to them. So, I'm going to cut this video now, here, and I'm going to continue with some more suggestions, okay? So, bear with me, and let's wake up to what we're eating. See you soon.